In this review, we're going to discuss exactly what the Whoop 4.0 is all about. Now, this isn't specifically a golf-related review. This product is not a golf club, is not a golf gadget, but it can be used in the betterment of the golf swing, in fitness, and in many different areas as well. Players like Rory Mcllroy and Tiger Woods have used this device before and currently use it. So in this review, we're going to go over exactly what the Whoop 4.0 is all about, how it works, and what you can expect as somebody who's a new subscriber to their service. So as you can see, I've already unboxed this device, and you're probably wondering what exactly a Whoop is. It is a bit of a strange name, that's for sure, but I wanted to go through exactly what kind of features this device has to offer, as well as how it is worn, how you as a user can be better for it, and exactly what features it has and if I recommend it or I don't recommend it. Now, a quick thing before we get started, I am not subscribed by Whoop. This is a product that I've purchased with my own money. This is not a review whereby I am paid to say something positive about it. I don't even know if Whoop hand out devices for review or anything like that. This is just a product that I saw on a Facebook ad that I thought was kind of cool, that I saw Rory Mcllroy's used and a couple other sports people. So I wanted to check it out for myself. So as you can see, I have actually opened this. I have been wearing it for a couple days, and the reason for that is to give you a bit of a deep dive into what the Whoop app looks like and some of the measurements and whatnot that you can see on there. Now, I am not an athlete. I'm not somebody who runs 3 miles every day. I'm somebody who works out moderately. I'm not, as I said, I'm not a professional athlete, nothing like that. So this is just for somebody who is This is just a review from anybody who might be interested in this device who's not an athlete, like your everyday Joe, which is kind of what I am. So it comes in this cool kind of package. It's all made out of cardboard and it can be recycled. Underneath it gives you what kind of information it has, warranty and whatnot, as well as where the address is of the product. So as we crack into this, you can see it comes with a setup guide. It has a cool little thing that folds out, just like this, if I can get it to fully fold out. Oh, we go like that. Cool little thing that folds out like that, front and back. It comes with another warranty information and whatnot. It also comes with a very unique looking charging cable. As you can see, the actual device itself, which is currently powered on, has a green little LED underneath, as well as the actual device itself and the band. And last but not least, the charging device for the product. So that is what you get in the box. That is everything from A to Z that is included. So we're going to go down and break into every kind of element this device has, what kind of features you can expect, and more. So to wear this device, all you do is unclasp it, put it on your wrist, clasp it up, and that's it. You're supposed to wear it an inch above this little bone right here. So similar to that, kind of. And it's supposed to be snug, not too tight, a little bit loose, but you shouldn't be able to see the green light underneath, which is, if we lift it up, you can see that. That should be hidden. Now, as somebody who's worn this quite a few times and been wearing it for the past 3 days, I would say once you get used to it, it's very comfortable. I haven't noticed any issues with it. I haven't noticed any irritation or anything at all. And when it comes to charging, all you do is you grab this little thing, slide it on this way. Now, if you have arm hair like me, it does get caught in there. And this is a feature that has gone, this is a device that's gone through 4 different iterations. So it is still a thing that's in the works. And when you're done charging, you just take it off and that's what you're left with. What I do like is this device, you don't have to take it off. You just whack that on and you're set to go. And then once you're done charging, you just plug this in and let it charge. Now, a good section of this review is going to be right here in the Whoop app. So as you can see, I've been wearing this for 2 days, this app, and this is the overview section. So this is stress monitor, sleep, all that kind of stuff. So this is Thursday, this is Wednesday, and in this review, I just wanted to go through some of the features and whether I recommend this device. So as you can see in the top right-hand corner, you've got the power level. When you plug in or slide on your charging brick, it does start to show a cool animation that shows that it is charging. Going through the tabs a little bit, we're going to go from overview. As you can see, you've got the activities that I've done today, which was a HIIT workout, sleep, HRV, sleep performance, calories, respiratory rate, stress monitor, and more. More stuff does get unlocked the more activities you do and the more days you are wearing this device. Next, we can toggle over to the sleep function, which shows sleep performance. Which is true, this is a good element to show this because last night I didn't sleep the best. I had a couple hours less than what I usually do, as well as the night before. So, and it does give you some cool information about what you need to do to be at your peak performance. If we click on the sleep thing, it shows us exactly what our BPM was during sleep, what our resting BPM is, what our resting BPM is, as well as spikes, and more. We can see that we had 8% 38 minutes awake, we had 3 hours and 10 minutes in light sleep, we had an hour and 45 minutes in deep sleep, and an hour and 55 in REM sleep. Now we had 2.3 wake events per hour, which is low. We have efficiency 91%, and our respiratory rate last night was high. Now we can't click on these elements, which is something that I'm not really too much of a fan of. Now, if you want to see exactly what your current BPM is, beats per minute is, there's no real way of doing that. The only way to do it that I've discovered, I might be incorrect, is to hit plus and start activity, which then it shows. And a lot of the times, this is actually incorrect. My heart rate right now is no way it is 92 beats per minute. I'm sitting down, I've been sitting down for probably 7 or 8 minutes, and as you can see, it does start to go down. If I left this for 4 or 5 minutes, it would probably go down to like 70 something beats per minute. As you can see, it does fluctuate, and I've noticed it's not that accurate. See, now it's saying, and I'm not doing anything, it's saying it's going back up to 91 beats per minute. Now, if we scroll all the way down, it shows time in bed, consistency, restorative sleep, and sleep debt. Now consistency is grayed out. We need more information, or to have worn the device over a 4-day period. We have sleep debt, and so on. Next we have recovery, which this also doesn't show until you've been wearing the device for around 3 or 4 days. It does show sleep performance, respiratory rate, and so on from here. Next we have strain, which is 8.7. I'm honestly not too sure if I believe this either. This is highly individualistic of each person, depending on individual fitness and whatnot. And I did a half-an-hour HIIT workout earlier, and honestly, I was pretty into it. I don't feel like I could do much more effort, and they're saying I only did light exertion. So I'm really not too sure if I believe that. Again, it shows average heart rate, calories, and whatnot. And we can go to the day before, and so on. Next, we can go to our plan tab. And again, we need 4 days of data to generate a strain target. The cool thing about this app is it does have strength training built in, strength training workouts and whatnot, but there aren't a whole heap of them. We have a sleep planner, and this device also has a built-in alarm, which in my experience, having worn it 2 nights in a row, the alarm did not wake me up. It doesn't vibrate enough in my opinion. We have monthly performance assessments and weekly. We can go over to my week. Again, we can't do anything here because we must have a minimum of 7 recoveries required to start a plan. Insights. Which again, we can't do anything with. I'm really not too sure about that. I was doing it yesterday and now it doesn't work. And my week, lastly. Next we can go to community, and this is where you can join teams and interact with other people who are wearing the device. Next we can go more, and this is a cool series where you can watch some videos and whatnot. Share a free trial, refer a friend, and so on. Now, if we want to look at how we see our breath, oxygen breath, and all of that kind of stuff, we're going to go into the plan, insights, go to overview. We can see respiratory, which currently my heart rate is again 90 beats per minute, which I don't know if I believe. We have a 12.9 respiratory rate, 96% blood oxygen, 66 beats per minute, and so on. And each little tab here doesn't do anything. So yeah, that's pretty much an overview of what the app is like and whatnot. So I guess the biggest question for somebody wearing one of these devices, the Whoop 4.0, it really depends on a lot of people's questions. And the biggest question that I've seen is, why would you purchase this over an Apple Watch? That probably does and tracks more information, more health information. It syncs straight up to Apple Health, it syncs up to your phone, it syncs up to your laptop, it syncs up to every other Apple product. Why would you go and buy this that is equal to, if not more expensive than an Apple Watch, And the biggest question that the biggest answer I guess, is you wouldn't. You would purchase an Apple Watch. If you've compared the two side by side, you wouldn't purchase this. And the thing I think that Whoop is struggling with big time is their subscription model and people using it. And I guess what they're trying to do with the design with this is make it less bulky than an Apple Watch. And that's the big thing. This doesn't have a face on it. It's just a band with some metal and that's it. It's a data reading device. It reads your vitals, it reads your sleep patterns, it reads all that kind of stuff. And you can do the same thing with an Apple Watch. You can get one that has a face on it, shows clocks, it syncs up to your phone, it shows all your messages, shows everything. And personally, after trying this for a few days, I think my next step is going to be to purchase an Apple Watch. If you already own an Apple Watch and you're seriously looking for something different than something more like this, that is streamlined, sleek, can hook up to your phone, has an independent app, has independent servicing, maybe that's for you. Maybe people don't like the look of the Apple Watch. But with Whoop's $30 a month policy, with their supposed difficulty to cancel that subscription model, honestly, I would probably go for an Apple Watch. And yes, an Apple Watch, you have to put out more money initially. But for one of these, it's $300 to purchase one outright. $300 to $400. If you want more of a premium thing where you're paying for a premium subscription, it's going to be more. And even if you purchase the device outright, you still need to pay for the $30 a month for the subscription. So what I went and did, I didn't purchase one of these, but they're running an offer where you can try one of these for free with the app. You just pay postage and then you're all good. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stick around and keep trialing it. Honestly, I believe I'm probably going to be purchasing an Apple Watch next, rather than hanging on to this, because there's been multiple times where I feel like I'm wearing a watch, so I go to look at it to look at the time, and it's so much easier to use while you're driving. Like, rather than having to pick up a phone and text while you're driving, or like look at a map while you're driving. And believe me, I'm not saying to text and drive, by no means. But if you want to just flick on a map or glance briefly at your map, you can do so. You can just look at your map on an Apple Watch. You can't do that on this. And rather than picking up your phone and looking at a map and then taking your eyes off the road or whatever, you know, a watch type feature in an Apple Watch would make the most sense. So for me personally, I'm looking for a device that pairs up with a phone, has a watch type element to it, and yeah. But for this, if somebody's looking for something streamlined, sleek, honestly, for what it doesn't do it too bad. The app is clunky to use, that seriously needs to be updated. There should be an option for you to see your O2 in your, like the oxygen element in your breathing. You can't do that unless you've slept, and then it shows you old results. There's no easy way to show your blood pressure, your BPM, beats per minute, unless you go into start activity, and then you've got to go through and do that and blah, 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 and it reads your strain and whatnot. I get that element, and that is a cool element to have. But I feel like Apple offers something similar. If you don't own an iPhone, if you don't own something like that, then maybe a Fitbit is something for you that has a watch element or something like that. Personally, all in all, for everything that Whoop has, out of a 10, I would probably give it a 7. There is room for improvement. That's another element as well that I didn't touch on. When I ordered this in a camo green band. I didn't receive it. There's no real way for you to contact support, so it's a little clunky in that element as well. Something else I didn't show you guys as well was on the actual app. They have, on the Whoop app, they have a AI kind of feature where you can talk to a bot and they answer your questions, they give you health information on the spot. So that is also an element. And I believe as well, which is slightly off topic, if you do get in an accident, this does notify emergency services. I could be wrong there, but there is something that I believe I saw about that. So I believe that is my understanding. But again, or it calls from your phone or something. There is an element there for that. But again, I believe an Apple Watch does the same kind of thing. So yes, as I said, all in all, this is receiving a 7 out of 10 golf balls, I guess. People like Rory Mcllroy and whatnot do use these, and I understand On a golf course, you're not going to want to wear a big clumsy watch and a watch band that is not moisture wicking or something. So this would make sense for that kind of element. But again, guys, that is my review of the Whoop 4.0. If you've got any questions at all, any concerns, anything you want me to look at or show you, leave a comment down below. Subscribe to me on, obviously here, YouTube. I have a TikTok, I have an Instagram, and I have a Facebook. So you can go over there, just type in Bogeytown Golf. I should pop up, or youtube.com/Bogeytown Golf. Same for TikTok, same for Instagram as well. Again, if you got any questions, let me know. Leave a like down below, consider sharing this with your friends, and I'll catch you next time.